Local Mortgage is a proud supporter of Camilla Proctor and her Camilla the Momzilla podcast. Local Mortgage is a family-owned mortgage company in Memphis, Tennessee. Our family knows how important a home can be to your family. When it comes time to buying your first home, or if your family size has outgrown your current house, we have the experience and expertise to help you. On top of 50 years of combined experience, we also offer rates that are consistently below the national average, helping to make your new home more affordable. You can see current rates, calculate payments, and learn all about home buying at localmortgage.com. When you are ready, we are here. Local Mortgage is an equal opportunity lender licensed in Tennessee, Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, and Colorado. NMLS number 1855068.
This one's for the mothers. You gotta love the mothers. And you gotta hug the ones who bring us joy and love. It's the middle with the moms, it's your day. I said now this one's for the mothers. You gotta love the mothers. And you gotta hug the ones who bring us joy and love. It's the middle with the moms, it's your day.
Hello, everybody. We are back. I took a good 4 weeks off of editing these podcast episodes. I have been doing a lot of weddings and photo sessions. I did a really cute USA themed photo session, so people had, moms had really cute pictures to post for the 4th of July. And so I'm trying to get all this editing done, and I refuse to ever get behind in editing again. So I put the podcast to the side for a little bit, but we are back and we are coming back strong. My episode that will be posted after this is with my beautiful friend Avery. She is just an incredible woman and an inspiration, and I can't wait for you to hear that conversation. But today's episode, I really wanted to have this posted on Father's Day, but we were celebrating too hard on Father's Day and I didn't get to edit this. But warning, do not play this episode with your kids because it's two dads. It's my husband and his best friend Chase, who is also our daughter's godfather. Hey Chase. I don't know what they said. I haven't listened to it yet. I'm about to edit it, but warning, I'm sure there will be some bad words, and I don't know how to put the beep with episodes. So don't listen to this with your kids. If you and your husbands want to listen to this, it'll probably be hysterical. I gave them a sheet of questions to answer. I hope y'all did a good job. I'm about to edit this thing. If y'all disappoint me, you're going to be in trouble. But anyway, I cannot wait for y'all to hear this. We're thinking about having some dad episodes like this. We're going to get another mic. And we got 3 dads that are going to come on. And I have a few episodes coming up where me and 2 other moms are having discussions about different things. Really excited to come back and post these episodes. So remember, warning, do not listen to this episode with your children. Anyway, have fun. Enjoy it. Bye.
Sponsored by Zen and Bush Light, folks.
Hell yeah.
Yee. All right.
You want to get it rolling?
Sure. Let's do this thing. This is the Father's Day
Father's
episode.
Day edition of, what's it?
Camilla the Momzilla.
Yeah.
So ladies, give the mic. Ladies, give the tablet, the iPad,
The radio.
the iPhone,
Podcast.
radio to your husband because this one's for the boys.
The radio airways.
We got some questions that were given to us from the lovely ladies to answer. And I guess whatever the hell we want to answer, we're going to answer. And whatever one we don't want to speak on, we're going to pass.
We may come back to them.
So
we got 20 something questions.
yeah,
So we'll probably
got a
answer
lot.
about 4 of them.
about 4 of them. Probably see us drink a lot of beer.
And we'll talk about the Cardinals game as it goes on.
Watching the Cardinals game, of course. Arkansas plays tonight.
Yes, sir. We
I don't give a
Play
damn,
them-
but,
play
you
them.
know, he's an Arkansas fan,
Play them
so
old LSU Tigers, and
good old LS Tigers.
we're gonna get after them. I think they're favored, which is unfortunate because we're. It kind of scare me actually. If I'm being honest.
Well, you beat the Balls, so maybe we want them to win. That's exactly why I put this shirt on right now. So, I don't know what a national championship looks like, but it's fine. Maybe you'll get there.
We don't.
Maybe you'll get there. I told them that we're not going to talk about this stuff. We're going to talk about sports. So, you know what? All right. Let's just dive into it. How did you meet your wife? I can answer this.
Yeah, I'll let you lead it off.
I was playing a gig at Lafayette's on a Wednesday night. Fucking no one there. Me and Nick Garrison were playing. We played probably a month after that, had the place packed out. It was nuts. This particular night, nobody was there. No one. And Camilla walked in with her dad,
Of course.
some friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know he was going to be there. For those of you that don't know, my father-in-law, big music guy, has had a band for years. Anyway, I'm playing, get off the stage, paying the tab, and she walks up and asked me to play for a fundraiser for Target House, St. Jude's parents, kids' parents, and all the money's going to go towards that for things that they need. So I was like, hell yeah. This hot chick just asked me to play a gig. I'm going to do it. Like, absolutely. We hung out a couple times, did the gig, took her on a date, asked her to go on a date
Where'd
with
y'all
me.
going to date at?
We saw Tedeschi Trucks Band play
Oh yeah, nice.
at in South Haven.
Nice.
So that was a deal. That was just sealed the deal right there.
Hell yeah. I mean, why
Just
wouldn't?
seeing Derek Trucks rape his guitar for 2.5 hours. A deal sealer there. So after that, things moved pretty fucking quick. We moved in together after like a month and a half to 2 years. Wait, what did I just say? A month and a half to 2 months after we moved in together, we found out we were pregnant. We
And you
got
were.
pregnant.
you got 2 more.
And then we had 2 more. All in the span of 5 years, 5.5 years. And here we are.
Nice.
So it was, we met at Lafayette's, playing a gig at Lafayette's. She just happened to walk in, and we hit it off. Moved in. Everything happened quick.
Well, I'll answer.
I think I know
Well,
years, but
so
I'm not.
We, you know, me and Brooke went to high school together, but I didn't really know her. I just
Yeah.
knew of her, and we were at the first time we'd actually ever hung out was at Carly Pirani's at
Oh,
at
shit.
the lake house. Yeah,
So hang
and,
on.
and she had
Brooke
I'm
and
not gonna-
Carly, are they related?
Yeah, they're cousins.
So Camilla's related
Yeah,
somehow
they're cousins,
too.
yep.
So we're family.
yeah, basically.
Now,
Yeah, damn Italians.
it's an Italians, bro.
But that was the first time that we'd actually hung out. And but then fast forward like a couple months, and she was going off to Mississippi State where I was already at, and I had sent her my number on like Facebook or something,
Fucking MySpace.
saying, "Hey," because they had already moved in the dorms, like her and
Yeah.
her friends, and I'd sent him my number and said we'll be down there like next week or something. Y'all holler at us and
Yeah.
whatever. And so
What year was
that's
this?
how we ended up. That was 2011, and
2011.
yeah, and we started officially. Of course, we ran around and we were really good friends. I'll just
Yeah.
put it like that.
Yeah, I remember.
And I think October is when we kind of started actually dating of 2011, and then
Damn, I didn't realize y'all had been together that long.
yeah, and she basically lived with us. You know, me, Brandon, and Jay.
Yeah.
In the apartment.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's a name I hadn't
Yeah,
heard
she
in a while.
basically lived with us. I'm sure Brandon, I know Brandon loved it because she ate all of our food and had all of her trash everywhere. But no, it was good though. But yeah, that's kind of how that went down.
Pick a question, any question. We got tons to choose from here.
All right. I got a good answer for this one.
All
you
right.
can answer it if you don't want to. But when did you know you were in love?
Shit.
I thought these were
you're gonna pick
Father's
that
Day
one.
questions. This ain't got nothing to do with it. She's not my kid. When did you know you were in love? I don't even think we were technically together. We'd probably been dating for a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, maybe a month.
Yeah.
And I can remember I was studying at the library.
Oh, studying.
No, I technically was. And I walked outside of the library, and I called my mom. No, and this is no.
Oh, Leslie.
No BS. I literally called my mom. I was like, Mom, it's probably 10 o'clock at night. It's like, got a weird question for you. How do you know when it's the one?
Yeah.
She just goes, and I was like, shit. Gosh, dang it.
Well, son of a bitch, I know.
And yeah, that was it. And I can remember probably a few days after that, I crossed my fingers and told her I loved her, and it was mutual, and that was kind of the rest is history,
Here you are.
as they say. Yeah, here I am with
2 kids
two
in.
kids and drinking in a garage doing a podcast.
With my fucking ass. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I mean,
Hey, grab me a brew.
we'd, all right. Time out.
You don't have to go to that one if you don't want to.
No. So, like I said, things moved super fast for us.
Sure.
But she was unlike any other girl I was ever interested in. Cool as shit. One thing that I thought was kind of weird was she lived with 2 guys,
Dude, I couldn't have
At the
I
time
couldn't have
I
handled
met her.
that.
which I was like, what the fuck? Why the?
But I guess if you were single, I guess I'd really.
Yeah, I mean, they were
yeah.
cool. You know, they were all friends, whatnot. But I mean, shortly after we started dating, I knew.
Yeah.
I just knew that it was.
Well, you know what's funny is that I don't mean to interrupt you, but
No,
I
go
can
ahead.
remember telling Brooke when you were telling me about her. Then I'm like, wait, I've been around with Wade and with a bunch of girls,
Easy.
but he talks differently. The way he addresses her and talks about her is way different. And
Right.
then you told me, you're like, dude. And then you told me,
Right.
and I was like, I knew it. I could feel it.
Yeah. It's just something, I don't know. I can't explain it. You just know.
Yeah,
You just know when it's that person.
for sure.
And it hadn't always been easy, but it
Hell
never
no.
is.
Hell no. Ain't nothing.
And as fast as we had things moving, I mean, it was quick.
Yeah.
Boom, you start dating, you start moving in, you have a kid, then you have another kid, you have another kid, and hopefully not another kid. I took care of that. Probably shouldn't say that because she'd be down to have 3 more.
She was actually just talking about it.
Great.
All right.
Let's keep the train
Let's
rolling
keep it
here.
rolling. What advice would you give to someone who is about to be a first-time dad?
Ooh.
It's hard, like regardless of how I feel like regardless of how excited you are and how amped up you are when you find out, and you think, man, this drive is just I'm gonna be the best dad ever. I'm
Right.
gonna be on my P's and Q's all
Right.
the time. I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be getting after it.
Yeah.
But after and that's good.
Yeah.
But that motivation is not gonna always. It's not always gonna be like. It's not always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Being a dad is hard. And
It's tough.
We've talked about this. Being a dad's hard. Being a good dad is hard.
Absolutely.
Being a good parent is hard work.
You want those kids to grow up, respect
Yeah.
other people, and you're shaping them
Yeah.
for the future, and you don't want to fuck up.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. And it's you know that everything you do, and it takes, well, at least it took me a little bit to like actually like grasp the fact that everything that I expose this person to, it, like they soak it in like a sponge,
Yeah.
and that's terrifying.
Yeah.
And you have to, that motivate. My point being is that it's, to be a good parent, it's very hard work, and it's all the time.
Yeah.
It's never ending, and that motivation and that juice that you feel when you find out that you're going to be a dad is not always going to be there.
Yeah.
It ain't. And I think that was the biggest thing that I've learned, and that it's all about, you got to make sure you show up every day.
Absolutely.
And
'Cause they're looking at you.
And some days you're not gonna show up as much. At least for me, some days I'm not gonna show up as much.
No, dude. I mean,
I'm not gonna be the best that I can be, but because I got we got other things going on or whatever. But you know, but the fact that I think that's my point, is that you just have to be a conscious mind of knowing that this person is relying on me to shape them, like you mentioned.
Absolutely. And it's not easy.
Hell no.
It's tough.
It's hard work. It's hard work. It's hard being a good parent.
Yeah.
It'd be easy as hell to be a trash parent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how would you describe your wife as a mom? Camilla definitely is an amazing mom. She's told me as a kid, thinking about being a mom, which is something that I think guys are like, I never once as a kid thought about being a dad. I don't know about you. No.
I mean, I think for
I
me,
wasn't like,
I
you
think
know what, when I'm a dad, this and that. No.
Oh, really?
I didn't think about that shit at all.
Yeah.
You did?
I mean, I thought one day when I'm a dad, this is going to be all like I knew, I mean, Lord willing, I knew it was going to happen. And I was like, it was like something I would look forward to, but
sure.
at the time it would be like, but not right now.
Well, yeah,
you know?
when I'm in my 30s, I'll have a kid, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't, I didn't really like sit down and
Sure, yeah.
really dive into.
Yeah.
And once I met her, I really did start thinking about it. Before that, not at all. But she's a great mom. Her mom was a great mom to their kids. My brother-in-law, sister-in-law, all awesome people. From when I met her, that she was going to be a good mom.
Sure.
I mean, she has a love for other people.
Preach, brother.
Literally the like I said, when we met, she was doing charity work for kids at St. Jude. That's how we met.
Yeah.
I mean, she was asking me to be involved in a charity.
You ain't done shit for charity at that point.
Not a damn thing.
You're trying to make $1.
I played a couple things, but yeah. But shit, when she came up to me and was like, "Will you do this for charity for free?" I'm like, yeah, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. I don't give a damn. I'll show up. But she's just a great mom. I don't know how else to say it. We got a girl and 2 boys, and she adores the shit out of them. They love her so much. Johnny just got off the tit like 2 months ago.
I mean, damn.
And he was all, where's mommy at? And she's been gone for 35 seconds. She'll be back, brother. Don't worry. My food's leaving. It'll be back. But she, hell, she's with them. With her job, she gets to film weddings, kind of set her schedule up for the week, the month, edits during the week. So she's with them 100% of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, she's always with them. Those kids love her so much. So that's a huge thing, too. I knew right off the bat she was going to be a good mom. And that, not something that I was thinking about at the time, but when we got together and started dating and hanging out, I knew that this was the person, and I knew that this is the person that I wanted to be the mother of my children for.
Yeah.
I just knew it, and here we are. 3 kids later.
I think when me and Brooke first started dating, of course ours was a little different than y'all's situation, but we had plenty of time to party and hang out and bounce around from here to there, go on trips together, and just me and her, and we had some hell of a good times. But in quiet times, we would get in, we'd start talking about things, and when she'd start talking about having a family, and I could tell just from those conversations that I was like, damn, not only are you good for me, but you're gonna be damn good for my kids.
Right.
Lord willing. And she came from a good, like how you mentioned, she came from a good household.
Yeah.
Great father, great mother. I think obviously that goes into play of me wanting to get to marry her too.
Right.
Is that she's got an incredible family. And Waylon, McCoy, they adore her. And it's I think we get caught up in the hustle and bustle of work and responsibilities and doing this and doing that and responsibilities, and then when these times come up of just sitting still and when those little moments happen of bliss, like watching your kids laugh with Brooke, with my wife, or watching the kids just play around and everything's just like seems just perfect. Yeah. It's like, damn, this is what brings me back. This is what makes me not want to move to Mexico. This is what makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
You have those little blissful moments. Right. Because it's chaotic.
Oh, it's insane.
And but yeah, like watching my kids with Brooke and watching them cut up and stuff, dude, is literally the best thing ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
All right, what we got next?
Let's keep it moving here.
I think I had. What is the funniest thing your wife has ever done?
Oh hell!
I
started off.
Me. We I was sitting. What's the funniest thing your wife has ever done? I was sitting on the bed one day. I was like watching TV or something. I was in the bedroom and Brooke comes walking out of the bathroom, jaybird naked, being all sexy, and she comes out, bends over and touches her toes.
What the fuck?
And I go, oh God, I can see your tampon.
Oh God.
She goes, what? She whipped around. She goes, what? I'm not even on my period. She had damn toilet paper in her ass.
Oh my God.
Dude, I was freaking rolling.
Why can't I picture this absolutely perfectly? That is something that I would imagine she's done.
Oh, I was dying.
Oh my God.
I was dying.
Miss Cindy, Mr. David, I hope y'all aren't watching this right now.
We've had 2 kids, so it is what it is at this point.
Well, I ain't got shit for that, so nothing I'm gonna say is gonna fucking come close to that.
That's hilarious.
That's great.
That's the first thing that popped in my mind.
What's your favorite thing to do with your wife? Mine's gonna be straight up. It's probably a stupid answer, but go to the beach. Vacation at the beach. That is both. There's just the hustle and bustle of everyday life and the stress and all that shit just goes away.
Yeah.
For the week that we're there, and we have so much fun. And we'll take a day maybe for me and her to go do something, but just being there on vacation, it's something that I know she loves so much. She wants to move to the beach right now. That's where I feel like we're the least stressful.
Yeah.
And just soaking everything in. The kids are great. They love it. That's my absolute favorite thing, is to just go to the beach for a week, which is what
I think,
we're about to do in a couple months because y'all are going to go.
I hope so. I think, man, I don't think there's like one thing that stands out. I think it's just being with her and being quiet and being like just us two. Now that I have kids, that's what. Oh damn, that noise.
That's some reverb on it.
Now that I have kids, I have a greater appreciation for it just being us two.
Yeah.
And it being quiet.
Yeah. The times are rare, but
us, right, exactly. And us being able to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And like talk and cut up and not have to be
it's like life before kids.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with this, but there's moments that I absolutely miss that. And I think that those are the, regardless of what we're doing. I mean, you said the beach, like that'd be if we're at the beach or going to the lake or just sitting out on the back porch, sitting by the pond,
stress-free living.
Just me being with her.
Yeah,
just quiet. And I think that's probably my favorite.
Oh yeah,
listen to music.
Yes,
got some good tunes going.
Always got to have music going. We got music going right now.
Have a cold drink and just be quiet. If you could relive one day in your relationship, what would that be? I think, for me, so before me and Brooke actually started officially dating, we kind of, for a lack of a better word, we ran around a little bit with each other. But at the time,
oh shit,
yeah, sure, you're very surprised at that. But at the time, I knew I really liked her, you know, and I went and I can remember I called her and I said, hey, sounds redneck as shit.
Hey,
I said,
I'm here for it, brother.
She was at the dorm and I was at my apartment. I said, hey, get your boots on. I'm gonna come over and we're gonna go. There was a refuge when we were at Mississippi State.
Yeah, I remember that old spot.
And we would always go out there, run around, drive around, drink, hang out by the pond, by the lake.
Yeah.
Just cruise around, back road, dirt roads.
Yeah.
And just hang out, listen to music. I remember I called her one day, and I said, "Hey, get your boots on. I'm coming over. We're gonna go ride around." And I drove over there, picked her up. I had a cooler full of whiskey.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
I think it was like Evan.
Else.
Oh, jeez. I had a cooler full of whiskey and Coke, and dude, we freaking
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca. Sorry, the soft drink.
Yeah, the soft drink.
And we freaking drove around all night and drank, hung out, listened to music. I'm talking about all night. And I think that that was actually the first time that we had actually like had a good like hang out and a good like a moment with us two, and it was pretty special.
I'd say probably that first date we went on was pretty awesome. Picked her up, went to a Mexican restaurant right there in South Haven by the venue. Went to the concert, which was insane. 11-piece band. We were just standing there front row.
Damn, front row?
Oh, dude, right there. We had seats. Shit. Back when I had fucking a little bit of money. We had seats, but we just made our way up there.
Right.
And this dude randomly, like, got in between us and was like, "Hey, y'all want to hit this joint?" I was like, "Fuck yeah, we do." I'm looking at her smoking this joint like I don't even know what's in this shit. We got a little head change and watched the concert, and I was looking at her like this is crazy. This is
nice.
Like this is probably gonna be it right here, and I knew it at that moment.
Telling you, man.
But that night was fun, dude. We went back to her house, hung out, and just listened to music. And I knew that I could put music on, all different styles of music, and they just jamming with it. And after the night we had, it was cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Met the 2 dogs that she had. She was like, "Hey, don't let that one dog lick you in the face, Leroy, because he's a bloodhound and he smells like shit." And he's just licking me in the face. I'm loving on him. She was like, "Oh, okay, well, this guy's cool with that. Then I guess we're good."
I think one of the questions that I looked at was, as fathers of boys, what do you wish to instill in them?
I got 2 boys. You got 2 boys. I got a 4 and a 2-year-old. You got a
3 and he'll be 4 in 2 months, and then
holy shit.
I know, and then a 10-month-old tomorrow. I have a real fear of because I have boys, and I obviously know it would be different if I had girls, but because I have boys and that's all I know, and I'm the man of the household, I think the biggest fear for me is I don't want them to be soft.
Absolutely not.
I don't want them to be. I want them to be hard, and I want them to be rugged, mentally, physically, emotionally, because life's a son of a bitch.
Yeah, ain't nothing easy about life.
And I want them to be able to handle whatever comes at them like a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because that all in my mind right now, with them being this young, like that falls on me.
Yeah.
And it scares the hell out of me because I don't want them, if they aren't, I don't want me to be the one. I don't want to feel like I was responsible for that. And I want them to be. I want them to be hard individuals. That's my thing. And obviously, God-fearing human beings.
Absolutely.
That is the number one priority. But other than that, which that is the most important. But for speaking with other things, is I don't want them to be. I want them to be hard. You know, mentally, physically, and emotionally.
It's important. I mean, yeah, I agree with you 100%. I mean, I feel like I parent the boys differently than I parent my girl.
Oh yeah, I would. I could imagine how you wouldn't be able to not do that.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how it is. Like the boys they're not gonna be disrespectful. I mean, that's something that we're hammering 100%. On. Right
yes,
off the,
sir.
right off
no,
the bat.
sir.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
When I tell you to do something, you need to start doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's consequences.
I don't need you hesitating.
Yeah.
Yep.
And tantrums and running off and crying and stuff. Like one thing actually just happened the other day. Raylan was riding that little 4-wheeler in the backyard, cut his hand, I think, just barely bleeding, and he was crying. And that to me, like, hey, you're all right. You're gonna be fine, dude.
Yep.
He's he's crying, thinking that it's end of the world, but it's something that you just got to be like, you're gonna be all right, dude. You don't need a Band-Aid. Toughen up. He's 4 years old. I get that, but at the same time, we need to start now. I don't want to, I don't want him to grow up being a little wuss.
Right.
He's got to be tough. Life's hard. Like, let's start it now. And with Chessa, that's my girl. I may baby her a little bit more than I do the boys, but I want those boys to grow up being tough and not taking shit from other kids when they're getting to elementary, middle school. Not they got to learn it now. They need to be tough. I'm with you 100% on everything. That's just, I can't, they got to be raised that way. My dad wasn't easy on me.
No.
he was tough on me, and I appreciate it now.
Yeah. All right, let me hear your question. I
I
gotta get this headset off.
know. We got beer to drink.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't even remember. What did if you could travel back in time 10 years, what advice would you give yourself? I know mine. Save money. Start saving money. Because that's not something I thought about 10 years ago.
Well, 10 years ago, I'd be, tomorrow is my birthday.
That's right. You
So
old
10 years
fuck.
ago, I'd say I'd be 24.
I was 22.
I would say,
I was 22. I was young.
were you done? Sorry. No, I'm serious. Was that it?
Keep going.
10 years ago, I would tell myself to calm the hell down. I'm wound up pretty tight. And it's a good thing I'm married to Brooke because
Yeah.
Brooke balances me out very nicely because
She's
Brooke
very
is
chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's all about, man, just let it go. Like, just cool, calm, and collective all the time. And honestly, the time she does get wound up, it's probably because I do it to her. And I'm not just saying this.
Right.
I'm being serious.
Don't be so wound up.
Take a breath. It's all going to be all right. What do you wish for your children? I'll just say this. I want my kids to be happy. That's literally the goal of me as a parent while they're kids is just be happy. It is literally, there's no other. We were somewhere at a birthday party or something, and somebody comes over to Brooke and says, your kids just always seem so happy.
Yeah.
You know how happy that makes me as a parent?
100%.
That's literally my goal.
Yeah.
I just want them to be happy.
They're
And-
loving and enjoying life, just being a kid. I mean,
And I think after they're kids and after they're when they're adults and they're moved out, I think my wish for them though is find something that you're because I have regrets about this, but find something that you're passionate about and freaking just go do it.
yeah.
Don't worry about money. Don't worry about responsibility. I mean, as long as you don't have a family.
Right. Yeah.
If you're single and you got all the time in the world,
Right. Still
Find
navigating life,
Right,
trying to figure
exactly.
out what you're doing.
don't stick to what everybody says you should do.
Oh, yeah.
If you do what you want to don't be a POS,
Yeah.
but because you got to make money.
Oh, yeah.
You got to make a living.
Yeah.
So find something that you have a passion for and do it like you've never wanted to do something more in your life.
Yeah.
That is my, like, after they're 18, and that's what my wish for them is. But when they're living in my house,
Yeah.
I just want to be happy.
100%. I agree with you. I mean, I just wish for them to be God-fearing, keep God close to you, just be respectful to other people, figure out what you like, stick to it, try to go to college or not,
Yeah.
figure out what you want to do. Like you said, you got to make money.
Yeah. I mean,
mean,
you don't
that's just life.
Yeah, you got to.
You got to figure out something. Obviously want them to be happy. And ours are so close too. Y'all's are too, which y'all could have another one day.
Lord willing.
I just want them all to be close and stay close as they get older and have each other's backs.
For sure.
Whenever they need something, I can call my brother. I can call my sister. I want them to stay close. The Momzilla.
She said if you wrote a song about your wife, what would it be called? I'm gonna
Spicy.
I'm gonna throw a audible in that question. What song is your that you when
You and your wife song?
Yeah, or like not even you and your wife, but like when you hear it, or like when you hear it, it's like, man, that reminds me of old girl.
I've got two.
I got That's so weird. I got 3, but I'll let you
All
shoot
right,
first.
bitch. I got 4.
All right, go for it.
One, particular one, Joy of My Life. Not Chris Stapleton.
Oh,
That is
No,
a
no.
John Fogerty song,
it is a
people,
yeah.
from CCR. John Fogerty, the leader of the band, lead singer for CCR, wrote that song, Joy of My Life. Chris Stapleton cut it. That is, every time I hear it, I think of my wife. I play it at gigs when she's there, when she's not there, but I always think about her when I'm playing it. And the first time we ever danced was in, we were living off Sanderland for like 2 months at one of her mom's good friends' place. She also lived in like Switzerland at the
I
time.
remember you telling me about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we lived there for a couple months. Like when we first started dating. And the first time we danced, and the first time, well, I guess maybe not the first time we danced, but slow dance together, just me and her.
Sure.
And the first time I told her that I loved her, the song Bound for Glory was playing in the kitchen, and that is a Tedeschi Trucks Band song.
Man, it's a good song.
Which is our first date. The first concert we ever went to, our first date we ever went to was that band. So every time I hear that song, I think of her. Those 2 songs.
First one that comes to mind is every time I hear
Ass and Titties.
yeah, no, is pretty close. Double Wide Dream by
Son
Casey,
of a bitch.
by Casey
Yeah.
Donahue. Man, every time I hear that song, I'm like, man, that's my girl right there.
The queen of my double
Hell
wide.
yeah. And then second one is Good Hearted Woman by Waylon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And
Willie's got a good version, too.
he does. But
Yeah.
Waylon's and then the third one, and this has actually been this one's been probably the longest of them. Chris Young's song, She's Got This Thing About Her. Dude, that is a jam.
Yeah.
That is a good, slow.
Back when I listened to him.
Slow. I know. It's been a while since anybody's listened to him, to be honest with you. But back when,
What a
early
song,
college.
though. Yeah.
Dude, that was, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. And
That's a good
it
one.
literally is like, it's perfect for her. Those are my.
You know what song? Brooke always used to ask me to play it. So every time I hear this song, I think about Brooke. Rainy Night in Georgia.
Oh,
Chris
dude, she
Young's
loves
version.
That. Rain and
Yeah.
no.
And he kills it.
Oh, he does. He does a great
kills
job.
it. It's a damn shame he doesn't put that kind of music out anymore.
I know. Does he put out any music
I
anymore?
don't fuck if I know.
All right, you want to pick something that's not as serious?
Please.
Well, we'll figure something out, or make one up.
We're
yourself.
about to make our own questions because I don't. If a genie could grant you 3 wishes, what would they be?
All right, now we're getting way outside of the Father's Day. Yeah, look here. If a genie would grant me 3 wishes,
Money.
yeah, like if I had if I could win about 500 million, I'm not asking much.
No, just hand me a bill.
Just hand me about 500 million, and I'd go. That's my first wish.
I'll give the other 2 wishes to somebody else.
Yeah.
Pass it on to the next and double it or whatever
my
the
next
fuck they
wish
do. I'm good.
is that all my kids end up being sane and healthy.
That's a good one.
After I win the 500 million, because
Yeah.
you've seen how these some bitches.
I think you can make them sane and with 500 million. Just keep them. Just keep them
third
with
one,
you at
man,
all
I just-
times.
I think my third wish would be.
We're the wrong motherfuckers to ask this question because we don't.
I don't want to be like. Yeah, I'm trying to be like.
I don't even know what to do. Just give me
third
one.
wish. Yeah, because after I got the 500 million,
I think we're good. I can set everybody up.
the Lord, I got the Lord.
Yeah.
I got $500 million. I mean, what? I think,
I don't like this question.
I hope Corey Smith gets on radio. Or Tyler Childers, one of the two.
Just throw that last wish out there.
Yeah.
You know what? Put him on the radio. When I'm driving my brand new freaking truck.
And I'm sure that'll never happen, but that's what I wish.
No, probably not.
You're going to have to hand me some of yours because I'm out. Uh-oh.
Shit, thank God that landed on that.
Why am I enjoying this?
I don't know.
I don't know how to cut it off. Are we done?
I don't know if are we done? We can just stop whenever. It doesn't matter. This shit will get edited out. You want to be done?
Give me a beer. Empty too.
Oh, shit.
This one's for the brothers.
Look at that.
Gotta love the
Fucking athletes.